Hello, I'm Morteza Kordi, and in this tutorial, we are going to learn about nested classes in programming. So what is a nested class? A nested class is a member of its enclosing class. Non-static nested classes, inner classes, have access to other members of the enclosing class, even if they are declared private. Static nested classes do not have access to other members of the enclosing class. Why nested classes? We use inner classes to logically group classes and interfaces in one place so that it can be more readable and maintainable. So now it's time to show you some practical examples, and then it will completely make sense. So here it is, my Kotlin file, and we have a class here inside this file called outer animal class. So this class is actually opened by using an opening curly brace followed by actually a closing curly brace. Inside this class, we have a member or an instance variable. This instance variable is actually private. Var animal name, it is of type string, and initially we assigned an empty string value to this variable. So here we have a class called static lion class. So static lion class. And inside this class, we have a function called print animal name. Inside the curly braces of this function, inside the body of this function, we have this statement. So let me uncomment this statement here. Here it says println animal name. So as you can see, we cannot access the member of the enclosing class. The enclosing class is the outer animal class. And inside this static lion class, we cannot access this animal name because, take a look at this comment here, it says static classes cannot access members of the enclosing class. Okay, so how we can understand that this class is actually static? You can see that we don't have the keyword inner here before the class keyword. If you don't actually put the keyword inner before the class keyword here, this means that your nested class is actually a static class. And again, static classes cannot access members of the enclosing class. So let me comment out this statement again. So now we have another nested class inside this outer animal class. And here you can see this keyword inner class, and this time the name of the class, the name of the nested class is non-static tiger class. Inside this class, we have a function called print animal name, and you can see that the member, the instance variable animal name is actually private, right? But inside this inner class, inside this non-static tiger class, we can access this animal name instance variable, this member actually. So inside the non-static nested classes, we can access the members of the enclosing class. So this is a very important point that I actually pointed out here so that you understand completely what's the difference between a static nested class and a non-static nested class. This is very important. So now here you can see these classes. Let's go inside the main function, the starting point of our application. Inside this main function, in line number 4, we have a variable, and the name of this variable is outer animal, assignment operator, and here I just created an object of type outer animal class, and I assigned this object to this outer animal variable. In line number 5, we have a variable called nested lion, and I said outer animal class dot static lion class. So in this way, I created an object of type static lion class, this nested class inside the outer animal class. So you can see I called the constructor of the nested class this static lion class, and then you can see that I didn't call the constructor of the outer animal class because we want to access this nested class, this static lion class. And in line number 6, we have another variable called inner tiger, and here I said outer animal class, a pair of parentheses. This means that we are calling the constructor of this outer animal class. So here I said dot non-static tiger class. So now I am actually creating an object of type non-static tiger class. Because this class, this non-static tiger class, is actually non-static, this is actually an inner class, we must first call the constructor of the enclosing class, this outer animal class, and then we can actually call the constructor of this non-static tiger class. And here in line number 9, I said inner tiger dot print animal name. So now let me run the app. Nested classes. So here in the console, you can see that nothing is actually printed here. Why? Because here initially we assigned an empty string value to this animal name. So we can say the name is animal. So let's actually give a real value to this variable. Now let's run the app again. Now it's gonna print the value animal to the console, right? So that's it. And if you have any questions about the concept of nested classes, inner classes, static nested classes, or non-static nested classes, please post a discussion in the course and then I'll do my best to answer all of your questions. If you're a little confused, don't worry, we are going to actually dive deeper into these concepts later in this course, but make sure to watch this tutorial over and over again until it actually makes sense, so that you understand the whole concept of nested classes, static or non-static classes in Kotlin. Thank you very much for watching. Again, I'll see you in the next tutorial.